Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Rocket Rabbit's run-through of Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. In this episode, we're still stuck on Yugo versus Yuto, and yeah, I'm gonna show off. I'm gonna show off my an earlier take of mine for Royal Magical Library Exodia OTK. You'll notice that I'm actually running a bit of a drag and draw package in it, and that is because I am actually very familiar with the drag and draw package, and I personally believe that the drag and draw package is just one of the better ways to actually do Exodia, especially post 5Ds.
Did we draw a usable card? And the answer is
well,
yes,
we had a usable card already, but I decided to not actually play the magical citadel of Endymion. So
use Toon Table of Contents to fetch Toon Table of Contents. Use Toon Table of Contents to fetch
Toon World.
A card that has no effect whatsoever.
That is not true. We get to play it, and it costs 1,000 life points.
Paying 1,000 life points is treated as an additional cost of playing the card.
But here we run into the problem that Yuto actually has. So what we're supposed to do here is we're supposed to actually crash our Shining Angel into a Phantom Knight's Breaksword.
Mm-hmm.
And because we didn't do that, we're dead.
As it happens not just for Deep Draw Exodia, but for other archetypes as well, that doing absolutely nothing on your very first turn of the game is grounds for seriously doubting that you're going to win.
Yeah.
Phantom Knight's a Breaksword.
Okay, now we can actually use Shining Angel in order to go into another Shining Angel.
And you're trying eventually to go into Royal Magical Library, I see.
Yep.
That's why you put Shining
Angel.
Angel.
Phantom
what
Knight,
is this?
But he's got Phantom Knight's Sword, which just kills us. Dang it.
Nice. We're dead.
Alright. Let's go once again. How about we try Aqua Tribal instead? I mean, Aqua Tribal isn't really one of my better decks, but it is a deck that I very much enjoy. So I have gone on record saying that Aqua Tribal is one of the decks that I try and make literally every format, simply because I enjoy it so damn much. Thing is, it's not been relevant in, like, I don't know, more than 10 years, so...
So, for those of the viewers following along at home, the reason why we are doing duel after duel after duel between Yugo and Yuto is to make absolutely clear to all of various educational backgrounds and understandings and the amount of hours you've spent playing Yu-Gi-Oh! The trading card game, that the Phantom Knights archetype is a force to be reckoned with, and it is great that the game is giving us full, lucid, visceral detail as to how effective this very real archetype is in a very real game of Yu-Gi-Oh! The trading card game.
Also, because, you know, I did need to have additional footage specifically of all the different decks that I actually run, and this is one of the only times that I actually get to show off Aqua Tribal, so...
Baobab. I get it. Baobab is a fruit.
It's Baobaboon, Mr. Cloud.
Hey, baboon.
Alright, Phantom Knights of Cloak, Kagemusha.
Kagemusha Knight. Your magical powers combined create another Breaksword. In defense mode.
And he chooses to use his Breaksword to blow up our Warrior of Atlantis, using Cloak in order to give him access to gloves.
I see. So he got a +1 on that play because he leveled the playing field, but he drew a card.
Yes.
A very specific card at that.
Well, he searched for a card.
So Phantom Knights are supposed to control the game while also keeping a steady advantage on the opponent.
Yeah. As Annotations Gerda mentions, sometimes Aqua Tribal just decides to win the game. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, like right now.
We can use Kato.
Treat a monster?
Now we can use Kato in order to go into Mobius. Use Mobius in order to blow up his back row.
I remember when Mobius was a good card.
Hey, Mobius, if it could trigger off of special summoning, would still be an amazing card right now. It just can't do that, so that's its problem.
Yeah, and then Caius the Shadow Monarch came along and basically made irrelevant every other Monarch in the game, except with, like, one exception.
No, Ryza comes out after Caius, and Ryza is still very relevant, even while Caius is around.
I don't know what's happening, but it looks bad.
He's using the Graveyard Effect of Phantom Knife's Sword in order to resummon Phantom Knight's Break Sword. Then he's going to summon another copy of Phantom Knight's Break Sword using boots and gloves. Is it boots? Yeah, it's boots and gloves.
I think I know what our next move is going to be, because he's going to try to get rid of Mobius with a card that's more powerful than Mobius.
So we're going to actually use the Spiritual Water AoE in order to hit a copy of gloves.
He's got two gloves in his hand.
Because that is his last Balbaboon, so it makes more. I think it makes more sense. Okay, so we are hitting Balbaboon. Okay.
See, I thought he was going to use the destruction effects.
There we go.
Mobius.
Behold the power of the seventh one.
The seventh seal.
So, because we drew the seventh one as for our normal draw, we get to cheat out access to number C101, Silent Honor Dark.
Nice.
And because we have Legendary Oceanon on the field, it gets an additional 200 attack points, putting up to 3k. But we also get to use its effect in order to steal his Phantom Knight's Breaksword and then smack him in the face.
Yay, face smacking. But wait, he activated his trap card.
But Phantom Knight's Wing isn't honestly all that relevant to us right now. So there.
Alright, well, we know what's in his hand, but did he just draw into the nuts?
No, he doesn't need to draw into the nuts when the Phantom Knight's cards allow him to effectively set up any amount of traps that he wants. Because right now he can use Sword again, going to yet another Break Sword.
So he exiled, he banished 5 cards from his graveyard and then got that many cards from his deck during the course of the game.
Damn it, Fogblade. Ugh.
So
Alright, we're going to summon Abyss Soldier. I think we're going to use Abyss Soldier. No, we're not going to actually use
Bounce the Ixies.
No.
Or attack it. Okay.
Mostly because it ended up banished because it was special summon off of the effect of Sword. So, yeah. Here's
That's
gloves,
why it got banished when it was
gloves. So
he's gonna go into another break sword.
Yep, and this time it's going to be a 4,000 attack power break sword because he's got 2 gloves on it.
Jesus fucking Christ! Gloves. My other gloves.
Actually, it's still only 3k because he for some reason gloves can't trigger twice.
Timing, maybe.
I don't know. I don't know why it's only 3,000.
Oh my god, he's gotten so many cards out of his deck.
Yeah,
this is insane. Dude.
Phantom Knights is an insanely reliable engine, to be perfectly honest. But because he's got one Phantom Knight's banish, he no longer has access to any other break swords.
We just take his monster. Nice.
Yes.
I was about to say, like, he's got no cards in his hand, so this is a good position for us, but no. His graveyard is loaded with crap that he can use just whenever he feels like it.
Effectively, yeah.
I mean, once the card gets banished, he can't use it anymore.
Oh, look, he managed to fish out a copy of fucking Fogblade. God damn it!
And it looks like he's just gonna let this turn go.
He
has a 50 life point lead.
About Phantom Knights is that Phantom Knights don't actually have all that good of stats, even on their Ixies monsters. So, all right, he's using Fogblade in order to stop our Penguin Soldier.
Damn it!
Then we can use Silent on our Dark to steal his other Breaksword, in which he will respond with yet another Fogblade.
You know, swords classically have just one function. You swing it at your opponent and they die. No, but swords in Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, they have magical properties that just emanate with the power of the awesome, with the gods of plowed your mom last night to negate your effects and stop you from chewing gum.
Alright, so we go into Ice Hand here. Have both of our monsters that can attack actually run over his.
Mr. Starboy.
Alright, me Starboy. Which will allow us to actually finally take down the rest. God damn it!
Yeah, these trap cards are wicked annoying, man.
Yeah, there.
But like the Phantom, he will rise from the grave.
Are you sure? Because he is officially out of resources, apparently.
Or maybe he just decided not to use them for reasons.
Alright, Blizz will take down the trap.
Oh yeah, now that
Starboy will take down his
Starboy.
Then Ice Hand can attack him directly.
Insane in the crane.
Finally, we have out-resourced Phantom Knights. Using
Holy
Aqua Tribal.
crap,
I fucking
dude.
love Aqua Tribal. Oh, hey, Abyss
Take
Soldier.
that, modern game scene. Yeah, and we can just lock him out right here and now because we have a water type card in our hand. Away with you.
Be gone, Yuto, the most effective player in this series. Yuck.
God damn. Clear wing.
And so Yuto gives Yuya the Rebellion Dark Xyz Dragon. Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, Leo
And
Akaba.
in the next part.
In the next part, we'll continue on with Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V. Be safe, everybody. Ooh, we got our own cloak.